welcome. My name is Sam and this is By Hook or By Needles. What I've started here is a stitch called the double moss stitch. It is a multiple of 2 plus 1 plus 2. The plus 2 is for the edge stitches, which always knit whether you're wrong side or right side. So if you don't want to do edge stitches, then it would just be multiple of 2 plus 1. And it is a 4-row repeat. You can see it has quite a bit of texture, and it is 100% reversible. It's going to look the same on back and front. So you could use this for a scarf, a dishcloth, a washcloth, something like that would be quite useful. Okay, so let's get started. The first row is knit the first stitch, of course, because that is our edge stitch. Then we start our repeat, and the repeat is knit 1 stitch, then purl 1 stitch. Okay, so we're just going to knit 1, purl 1, all the way across. Just like you were doing some ribbing. You know, you were doing a 1 by 1 ribbing. Knit 1, purl 1. It's a good stitch because it doesn't curl, which is always nice. I like stitches, or fabric that doesn't curl and need any blocking, and it lays really flat. Okay, so we do our knit 1, purl 1 until we get to the last 2 stitches, and then it tells us that we knit 1 and then we knit the edge stitch as well. So we're basically knitting 2. Okay, that's row 1. Now row 2 and row 4 are both the same in that they are knit the knit stitches and purl the purl stitches. Okay, so with the exception, of course, of the knit edges. You knit them regardless of what they say. So we're knitting the knit stitches and purling the purl stitches. So this one we're going to knit. So that one doesn't count. We're going to knit that because that's the edge stitch. The next one is a purl. We can tell because we've got this little bump here. So we're going to purl that one. The next one is a V. So we know it's a knit stitch. We're going to knit that. Purl, knit, and that's going to be a repeat for row 2 and for row 4, but it'll just be in a different order on row 4. So let's just knit the first stitch, which is our edge stitch, and then we are going to read our work or our fabric, and we're just going to do what is already there. So as a purl stitch, we purl 1 and then we knit 1, and we do that all the way across. Knit 1 and purl 1. We're just copying what is already there. We will do this till we get to the last stitch, which we will knit regardless of whether it's a knit stitch or a purl stitch. We will always knit it. So the last stitch actually happens to be a purl, but we are going to knit it because it is the edge stitch. So that's our second stitch. We've now made 2 rows of our double moss stitch. Okay, row 3. Row 3 is going to sound very familiar, but it's going to be sort of in reverse to what we've been doing. So we're going to knit the first stitch because we're always going to knit the first and the last stitch regardless. So we're going to knit that first stitch, and then the pattern tells us we're going to purl 1, knit 1 to the last 2 stitches. And as you can see, the next stitch is a knit and then a purl, but it's telling us we're to purl and knit. So we're actually doing the opposite of what we have done the last 2 rows. So we're going to purl 1, knit 1, purl 1 and knit 1. And we're going to do this till we get to the last 2 stitches. Okay, whoops, last 2 stitches. So that second last stitch, it tells us we need to purl that, even though, and it's a knit stitch, so we're going to purl that. But the last stitch is also a purl stitch, but we need to knit that because it is our edge stitch. So we're going to knit that. We're going to turn our work. Then we're going to go back and do the 4th and final row of our pattern repeat. And once again, we're going to knit the knit stitches and purl the purl stitches. It's just the order has changed a little bit, that's all. So we're going to knit this stitch because it's the edge stitch. The next stitch is also a knit stitch, so we're going to knit that. The next stitch is a purl. We're going to purl, knit and purl. And we're going to do that all the way across till we get to the last stitch, which we will knit regardless of what it is. So we're going to knit that first one. We're going to knit the second one. That's a purl, so we're going to purl that. Then knit. And so on and so forth. We're just doing what it is showing us to do. Till we get to the last stitch. And the last stitch, we always knit. Now it's actually a purl stitch, but that doesn't matter. We are going to knit it. And that is the 4th row of the repeat. So what we're actually doing is we're doing 2 rows of like knit, knit, purl, purl, knit, knit, purl, purl, as you can see that. And then below that, it's changed. It's the opposite. So it's just those 4 rows, and they're just flipped. So 2 rows are the same, and then we switch them, and then we do another 2 rows. Okay, I lost connection then. Yeah, so it is quite bumpy, so that's why I suggested it might be good for a washcloth or dishcloth. It might be add a bit of abrasion for cleaning and that sort of thing. Okay, so that is that. Once you have worked a few rows, you will get something that looks a little like this. Okay, and it is 100% reversible. So it's the same back and front. And you can really sort of see how that sort of, the texture is there. You can see how it's sort of switching over. And it almost gives like a diamond effect. It's quite pretty. No gaps or holes in it. Easy to work. And perfect really for baby blankets, washcloths, scarves, anything like that, shawls, anything indeed that you would like to create. Okay, well, thank you for watching once again. I hope you enjoy this stitch and give it a go. Until next time, please give me a thumbie, and if you like the stitch, leave a question or comment if you have something you want to ask, and I'll see you next time. Till next time, bye for now, and take care. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing to press the button.